Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's tutorial I'll show you how to shorten shoulders on this top. So this is the shoulder and it needs shortening, as you can see here. Now I'll show you how to shorten these shoulders on this top. First, I am pinning this pin on one layer of this shoulder like that, both pins. So this is the distance what I will be shortening from this seam to pin. First I'll cut excess fabric by the pins and I will leave 1 centimeter seam allowance. Next I will unpick this excess fabric with the unpicker tool there. So I'm unpicking that seam on both sides like that. This is how it looks after I unpicked both seams. Next I will pick this blue trimming by the original seam there on one side and other side. And I'm cutting that excess trimming by the seam on both sides like that. Next I'll unpick this seam there. I have unpicked excess shoulder fabric. So this shoulder is prepared now and this is excess fabric cut out. I'll repeat same process on other shoulder. And here both shoulders prepared and it looks like that. This is how it looks front shoulder button pieces on both sides. The back button pieces I need to sew this trimming back on a main button on all 4 sides on a back button. Now I'll sew this trimming back on this main button. First trimming is sewed on the main button, looks like that. I'll repeat the same process on all other 3 trimmings. I have sewed all back trimmings back on the main button, looks like that. All 4 edges at the back. Next I'm turning this top to the wrong side, like that. Next I'm opening these trimmings, open like that, on both front and back, putting them together like that, and I'll pin them together like that. Repeating the same on other shoulder. And I will sew both of these shoulders there and there. Seam allowance on this shoulder is 1 centimeter. And this is how it looks. I'll repeat same process on other shoulder. And here both shoulders sewed. Next I will overlock these edges. Now I'll overlock these shoulder edges. And this is how it looks. Next I will tidy up these corners on all 4 edges. As you can see, threads are all around. I'm using a pin and I'm picking this thread like that, and I'm making a knot at the end so the overlocked edge doesn't fray. And it looks like that. I'll repeat same process on all other edges, and here they are, all tidied up. Next I'm folding this seam to the back like that. So that seam is turned to the back and I'm folding this trimming edge to the wrong side like that, and I'm pinning this trimming to the main button like that, and I'll repeat same process on other trim edges. And here are all trimming edges prepared. Next I'm turning this top to the right side like that, and I will sew top stitch from this seam to other seam on all 4 edges. I will start sewing from this original seam and I'll follow that other seam. I am removing pin from the inside, making sure that back seam is folded back, and now I'll sew top stitch. First shoulder seam is sewed. I'm cutting off all excess thread off and this is how it looks. This is the right side and this is the wrong side. I'll repeat same process on all 3 edges. Next, I'm ironing all shoulder seams flat. And here's my finished top. Shoulders are altered and they look like that. So as you can see, it looks really neat. Original trimming seam there is joined with the new seam on other side as well, on both sides, as you can see. So this is the right side, looks like that, and this is the wrong side and it looks like that. If you have any questions how I shortened these shoulder seams on this top, please comment down below in the comment box. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was useful. I'll see you next time. Love, Anita.